everyone, it's World Mental Health Day. So we thought we would say hello and say something profound about World Mental Health Day.
We've yet to realise what that is.
No, we thought it might just come. If we just talk, it might just come out. Because we are very profound people.
Exactly, yeah.
I've seen as well that a lot of places, and I was alerted to this by one of our lovely ladies and her gorgeous little person, who messaged us to say that a lot of places for World Mental Health Day are asking people to wear yellow. Well, I actually was quite relieved because 75% of my wardrobe is yellow, so that's not a problem.
We've got the props.
And also, I couldn't actually find anything in the office to wear, so I've just stuck a bit of yellow on me. And I think that's the message. You don't have to wear like head to toe yellow. A yellow scarf, a yellow hat, something. So I like this idea, so I'm jumping on the bandwagon.
You're excited. You look like people can't park here for any length of time.
Just so I remember my own name.
Loading only.
Anyway, we're being serious now.
We are,
because
what about World Mental Health Day?
World Mental Health Day. What do you think World Mental Health Day means to you, Sarah?
Well, I imagine that it's about reducing some of the stigma that still is out there around mental illness, but also about promoting good mental health as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
And raising awareness that we are here. People with mental health problems, we're here.
We actually,
we're
here. We're right here.
Right here.
Yes.
And yeah, so yeah, it's sort of, I think it's mostly about that, about kind of spreading the word that it's not a terrifying thing. It's not it's not something to be ashamed of. And that cycle of shame and guilt is so powerful, especially when you talk about maternal mental health. So anything that we can do to sort of make people feel a bit less alone or a bit less frightened and ashamed about it can only be good.
You see, I knew something profound would come out of Sarah's mouth the minute we started talking about this issue.
What do you think?
I just wanted to talk about the yellow thing, and I've done that. So I'm
going to put double yellow lines on here in a minute, and then nobody will be able to stop at any point.
I'll do another one. No barking. Yeah, sorry, it's Friday. When we're filming this, it's Friday.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to cut that out. What does World Mental Health Day mean to me?
Well, I mean, you set up a mental health organisation, so must have...
I did.
You did, didn't you?
Yes.
Do you remember now?
I think, though, I was going to make it a serious point. I almost forgot. I think it's good, particularly with something like mental health, because it's not visible necessarily. I think it's good to carve out certain times to actually stop and acknowledge mental health and mental illness and talk about it. Because I think, there are a few different awareness days throughout the year for various different things around mental health. And I think it's really positive to acknowledge those days and to just take the time to have a conversation.
Yeah, and I think I suppose if one person has a conversation that encourages somebody to either get support, to share a bit of what they're going through, that can be really powerful, can't it?
Or even just realise maybe for the first time that they're not the only one and they're not on their own, and that other people, have got through some really dark times.
There's hope, and
there is hope.
And I guess that is why why the yellow thing comes from this year? Is it sort of supposed to be bright and hopeful, or is it always yellow?
I just thought they were copying us.
Well, probably.
Oh, okay, fair enough then.
I don't know.
I thought we'd reached international.
We have
fame.
We have a bit, but I mean,
a lot.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, and I suppose it's nice that it's World Mental Health Day, so that kind of covers a whole spectrum. So you can, it kind of makes it okay to share some of the more severe side of things that, isn't normally talked about, or when it is talked about, it's talked about in an unhelpful way.
Yeah, unsupportive way.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, and also the other end of the spectrum is what I was going to say. So you get kind of all kinds of everywhere in between. So people who perhaps have never been diagnosed with a mental illness, but yet they can recognise themselves in other people who are talking about mental illness and and mental health. And I think we have come a long way, haven't we? Certainly since I was younger, in terms of
definitely.
in terms of talking about and being open about mental health. But...
Yeah, and I think it's days like this where social media is flooded with information about mental health, and news, press and media do a lot of coverage around mental health. It's days like this that really make that possible. So I think that's why we obviously want to support something like this, given that that's what we do every day.
Yeah.
We just want to spread the word, share the love,
yeah,
send yellow all around the world.
Yeah, make the world yellow.
Yeah.